What's up YouTube, this is Coding for Noobs, and welcome to your 27th Java programming tutorial. In our last tutorial, I believe we did, I think it was selection sort, and I believe we were supposed to insertion sort in this tutorial, but we're actually going to take a quick break from sorting algorithms, and we're going to learn about the multi-dimensional arrays. So once my Eclipse opens, I'll start explaining it a little bit more. But pretty much it means that each value of the array will have its own array, I guess you could almost say. So real quick, I'm actually just going to go create a new project, and we're going to call this just Java project, and we'll call it multi-array. With that being said, do not delete your what did we call this one? Your file. Okay, so don't delete your sorting algorithm project, because we're actually going to come back to this a little bit later and we'll work on it more. But yeah, so just create a new project for our multi-array, and we're just going to add a new class file, and we'll call it package default, and we're going to add a public static void main, and we're going to call it driver, and hit finish. Alright, so a multi-dimensional array, pretty much how it works is I'm actually just going to do a multi-line comment. And if you know from like our original array, we have like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have our index values, so the value of each each index, and then each index points to a new number. So this could be like 50, this could be like 532, could be like whatever, 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 and whatever. And pretty much with the multi-dimensional array, it's almost like having two index values that are required to point to each individual number. So I guess one way of showing it would be visually would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pretty much you actually have to match each value. So this these are index values, and going upwards are index values, and then out like index 1, 1, we could have like 23 kind of thing, and then at 1, 2 you could have 24, and then at 3, 1 you could have like 52, and then at 4, 1 you could have 65, and then at 2, 1 you could have 21, and then at 2, 2 you could have 23, and then all the way across. And that's pretty much how the that's pretty much how a 2D array works. A 3D array adds another set of index values, so you can actually triple the amount of numbers that you have then, and it just gets more and more complex, and you can pretty much have any amount of dimensions. But for the purpose of these tutorials, I think the most we'll ever get into is maybe 3-dimensional arrays. In this tutorial, we're actually just going to play with a 2D array. So real quick, we're just going to create a 2D array of integers. And to do that, we just do 2 sets of square brackets, and we're going to call it array, or we'll call it multi-array. And then we're going to have new int, and then we're going to have 10 and 10. So pretty much we're saying create 10 by 10, so like this will hold 100 values, because 10 times 10 is 100. And there's 10 this way and 10 this way, and then you have to fill up all the columns like I showed you before. So next thing we can do is we can actually set the values to them, but we're actually going to have two different indexes that we have to play with. So real quick, I'm just going to do I'm going to show you how to display the multi-array. And to display the multi-array, we're actually going to have to do 2 loops to display the values. And to do this, we actually do for int, and I'm going to call it x is equal to 0, and while x is less than multi-array.length, I believe that's what it is, and we do x plus plus, and then we do another loop inside of here, and we do for int y is equal to 0, well, y is less than multi-array, and then I think it's get, or that index, no, it's, sorry, give me a second, I gotta find which one it is. Multi-array, maybe it's 0.length. Oh no, okay, it's gonna be 1.length, and then y plus plus. And up here, instead of, I don't know, that'll be fine. Okay, so pretty much what we're saying now is loop through x amount of times and y amount of times. And I have an error somewhere here. What is the error? Oh, no data type. And all we're going to do now is system.out.println. And on each line, we're going to print out the value inside the array. And to do this, what we have to do is call our array, so multi-array, and then we're going to have our first value, which is x, and then our second value, which is y. And just to make this, or to show you how many values there are being printed out, I'm actually just going to do, we'll create another variable, we'll call it int count is equal to 1, because we're going to use like real numbers, and we'll have output count plus a colon plus multi-array, and then in our loop we'll just do count plus plus just to increase it. So now when we hit play and we compile our driver class, we're going to see that there's actually 100 values of 0. Alright, so when we want to assign values to this array, so I'm actually just going to assign the values before we display it. So I'm just going to come and actually we're going to say this: print out all the values in each index, and then this is our variable declaration. Sorry, my dog's just barking because someone came home. Okay, and then we do assign values. So pretty much we have 100 values now that we can assign from an array that only has 10 and 10. So to assign the values, it's pretty much the same thing. We just do like multi-array, and then we can do, say if we wanted to do 90, 90, or 99, 99. So this will assign the last value in the array, and we're going to set it to 100. So this time when we play, it should end with 100. And we have an index out of, oh, my bad, not 99. I meant 10 and 10, no, 9 and 9. There we go. And we run it again, and as you can see, we have 100 for our value, 100. So we can also like loop through and assign values as well. So int x is equal to 0, x is less than multi-array dot length x plus plus, and then we'll loop again for int y is equal to 0, y is less than multi-array dot length, no, multi-array index 1 dot length y plus plus, and then we'll do this. We'll set count is equal to 1 again, count equals 1, and we'll do if count is divisible evenly by 4, then we'll do multi-array x, y is equal to 10. If count evenly divisible by 4, okay. And sorry, I did some C# syntax. It's supposed to be like that, and then like that. And then if we look in here, there should, oh no, it didn't work. Mod 2 maybe? Oh wait, we didn't increase it. No idea. Yeah, okay, so now you can see that every few values is now set to 10. Yeah, so there's actually, we can make multi-dimensional arrays with any code that we want, like, or any variable type. So if you wanted to, we could do string multi-dimensional. We could do double multi-dimensional. We could do Boolean. I actually think it's lowercase in Java. Boolean, multi-dimensional. Yeah, so we can do any kind of value or data type that we want. And this is actually going to be useful later when we do mapping for games. And pretty much you use your multi-dimensional array to create a grid system, kind of like you'd see on a chessboard. And you get the different values based off of the indexes. And that'll make a lot more sense later when we start making our games. But until then, this is just more of a video for you to think about and maybe play around with to get used to now. That way it's not so hard later. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm sorry this is kind of unclear. I wasn't really prepared to make a video today, but I didn't make one yesterday, so I felt a little bit bad, and I thought I'd throw this up. Yeah, thanks for watching, though. I'll probably remake this later. Not remake it, but go over it again maybe right before we do our game development or during our game development, just to make it a little bit more clear. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment.